where the wrestling truth resides.
Coming from Tyler, what's the craziest match, whether a really amazing one or a complete dirt burner that you've seen in Big Bertha?
It was one of the matches, and they had the crowd the entire time. I think it was a 30-minute Iron Man match between Jeremy Prophet and Scotty Wilde.
I remember this. This is one of my first.
They had the crowd the entire 30 fucking minutes.
Really?
And that's when I literally looked at both of them afterward, and I said, we need to do more of these. And we did like a best of 7 series afterwards, which did not go well because they couldn't make all the dates. But that match itself, a 30-minute Iron Man match, I believe it was, and they fucking tore it up for 30 fucking minutes.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
Bertha. But both of these guys were also like phenomenal shape. Wilde had just hit his stride. Prophet was hitting his stride well. Fuck. Also, I think it was a match with Quinn and Prophet was really good too. Mark Quinn.
And you imagine working in that ring for as long as that time period? Like, I remember the longest I ever worked in that ring was like Ultimate Survivor. It was like 45 minutes of just the longer you went in Bertha, it was just like excruciating as fuck.
Please get me out.
Yeah, I wish.
Please let this end. I broke my tailbone in that match.
All you think is Wayne's World. It's sucking my will to live.
I wish Randy. I don't know if he's trying still or not to get access to all those hard drives. But like, we can find those matches with Prophet and Wilde. They had some good ones. They also had some bad ones. But that one in particular was in Brewer. I think it was a 30-minute Iron Man match or something like that. And it was great. I just remember sitting there watching it, like as a fan watching it. They were telling an amazing story. It wasn't just spots galore. It's just like they told an amazing story. They built everything up right. Yeah. Like you could tell that they were in their groove and they were feeling off everything and just working off the crowd and then doing what they needed to do. Then working off the crowd. They were feeling that shit out.
Yeah. Well, that makes a great match. That always makes a great match.
Jeremy Prophet, Scotty Wilde. And that's what actually gave me a big idea on later on pushing Scotty Wilde for the heavyweight title.
Wow. Because
he was the only one that's just like, I'm here to wrestle. And he proved it right there. He's like, I'm just here to wrestle. And I said, no. Eventually, when he dropped, when they had their program was over, Jeremy Prophet and Scotty Wilde's program was over, their last match actually was a kind of a dud because Scotty Wilde was mad he was losing. And I explained to him, like, well, dude, I didn't tell him right off the bat because I didn't want him to know. I wanted to surprise him. He was all pissy out back. I'm like, what? He's like, why'd you take the belt off me and give it to Prophet? I said, well, I'm pushing you for the heavyweight title, so I can't have you have both belts there, champ.
Yeah.
He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, is that why your match was so skunky? And he looks at me and he goes, yeah. If I'd known that, I would have changed. He's like, I would have had a different change of heart. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, dude, when do I ever tell, and JP will attest to this, when do I ever tell people what they were doing? Unless it was announced on a graphic, just show up.
Yeah.
If I book you and you're not going I would never tell people, I'm like, wait, what? Someone would ask me, hey, what am I doing? And I'm like, wrestling.